you gotta prove yourself, if you feel like you gotta put yourself in a position where you need to have other people understand what you're going through and what you're willing to do, then you already lost it from the beginning, man. It's people out here like weird ass Hassan Campbell constantly trying to press, I'm a gangster, I'm a gangster. Hassan is a weirdo and he has not accepted his own homosexuality and his own nature. He let that man play with him and try to put off that he actually got touched in a way that was not consensual, which is not cool. But at the end of the day, for him to try to mask that situation as if it was something that he didn't approve of is horrible because there's people out here walking around in a daze, in a maze. That's messed up because of the same thing that he professed that he went through when what he went through was totally consensual. He liked it and that's what he wanted and he accepted it up until now, and now he's trying to monetize this. He's selling people's names, and he's trying to monetize his own homosexual relationship that he approved of, which is really messed up. Now he's trying to put out that he's just this thuggish, ruggish, just this what's the word I'm looking for? This apex predator ass nigga when he's really just a well mannered gay guy, a family man, and he does his taxes. He doesn't even jaywalk. That nigga's not. He's not with that. But at the end of the day, he's really trying to play off these. Like I was saying, the whole reason for this is because a lack of self awareness, a lack of self knowledge, a lack of having experiences that will give you a place of power. Because if you don't love yourself, then you will do anything and you don't know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself. It's a circle. It's called the circle of life. I do understand that this dude is a weirdo. I'm just using him as an example. But if you put yourself in a position, you might feel like, oh, Hassan Campbell and all these other people, they have all this money, they have all this power, they have all this influence. But at the end of the day, at what cost? At what cost? You put yourself out there like that, but now, yeah, you could take care of your family, but the energy that you're using legacy. This is not the guy that went on a crusade to end everything that has been destructive in his life. He just spread more destruction. Just like he's no different that he's no different than the same people who sent that 12-year-old little boy and that 17-year-old little boy to allegedly assassinate those teenagers. And that's going to keep happening because of lack of self-love, lack of self-knowledge, and not being able to understand the situation. You can't read and interpret certain situations if you're in that daze, if you're getting high off of self-hatred. Because self-hatred is a drug. A lot of people might say, "Oh, I'm not on heroin. I'm not smoking crack. I don't smoke methamphetamine." But you're putting self-love. I mean, you're putting self-loathe. You're putting self-hatred in your veins. You're smoking self-hatred. You might not be rolling self-hate, bro. You might not be getting high off of heroin, crack, meth, fentanyl. You might not be smoking weed. You might not be eating McDonald's, but you're getting high off of self-hatred. And when you get self-hatred is a drug that's so cold, bro. It's being sold. People are selling you shit that you don't need on a regular basis because you don't understand that you don't need that shit because you feel like, because again, you feel like you need some shit because you hate yourself so much. Because when you are under the influence of drugs, especially the strongest drug in the world, which is self hatred, then you could be influenced to do any motherfucking thing. People think that clout is a drug. It's not about the clout. That's the fruit. But what's the root? The root is self hatred. The root is lack of self awareness. That's a drug that's stronger than anything known to man that could ever be created. If you feel like Notice I said feel. If you feel like you need some clout, if you feel like you need anything other than something that can grow out of the ground or fall out the sky, bro, you don't know yourself. You don't understand your power. You don't understand your value. You don't understand your place. You don't understand how special you are. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I want you and I need you and you need you. It's not even about me. It's about what you can do for yourself to help the people. If you feel like you need certain things to get to a certain level and it's outside of you exercising your own natural abilities, putting something on your body, well, oh, she put that booty on her because she just wanted to feel pretty. Or if she feels like she's a 10, then she's a 10 when she's really a 4. You can love yourself and still say, I'm a 4. You can love yourself and still admit that you're not the most beautiful person in the fucking world. If you're a woman or a man and you say you're a 10 when in all actuality it could be mathematically proven that you are a 4 or maybe even a 5 or maybe even a 6, and you say you're a 10 because you read it in some fucking magazine, that's not healthy. You saying that you're a 10 when you're really a 4 is like me saying that I'm 6'3" when I'm really 5'9". Like, nigga, that's illegal in certain circumstances. I can't just say I'm 6'3" when I'm 5'9". Not only is it body dysmorphia, which is unhealth, it's just dumb. Logically, it's dumb. Love yourself for what you are and what you have. Now, am I saying be yourself in all situations? Am I saying that you shouldn't improve? No, be yourself. I have 2 videos on it. Be yourself is some of the worst advice that you could ever get. It's not about being yourself. It's not even about being your best self and living your best life. It's about endeavoring to be your best life. It's about being obsessed with evolution and growth and development. It's not about being content because the content die. Stagnation, like a lot of people don't understand, life is not the opposite of death. Stagnation is the opposite of life and death because there's no growth. In life, there's growth. In death, there's growth. In stagnation, there's nothing. There's no consciousness. Not a healthy one. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's not what it's not. I planned on. I was. My phone keeps on shutting off and the app keeps crashing. But I mean, there's a reason for everything. So maybe these videos are supposed to be chopped up in 3 different pieces. Maybe they're 3 pieces. It might be one. It might be 2. But like I said, man, it is what it is. And how it's not as Aaron Moses on the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace. Gang.